This video is on area and circumference of a circle. Circumference is the distance around the circle. The formula is C equals 2 pi r. Area is the surface area or the total area the circle has. The formula is A equals pi r squared. Let's see how the formula for calculating circumference and the one for calculating the area of a circle are related. We're going to use the formula for circumference to solve for r. So we divide c by 2 pi, and we end up with r equals circumference over 2 pi. Now we will substitute for r in the area formula to find the area of a circle in terms of the circumference. So here we have the formula for area, and you can see where we substituted for r. And now we're going to factor out 1 pi, and we get area equals circumference squared over 4 pi. And now we could actually find the circumference in terms of area. So let's give that a try. To solve for C, circumference, in terms of A, area, we take the formula we just came up with that we just derived, and now we multiply both sides by 4 pi to get it out of the denominator. We end up with 4 pi A equals C squared. We take the square root of both sides, and we get that circumference equals, in simplified form, 2 square root 2 pi A. And now you know how the two formulas are related, how you can derive one from the other. Okay, now let's do some problem solving. Given a circle with a diameter of 6 inches, calculate the circumference of the circle. There's our formula for circumference. And we remember that the radius is 1/2 the diameter. Therefore, with a diameter of 6, we have a radius of 3. We're going to substitute 3.14 for pi. We do all the multiplication. We come up with 18.84 inches as the circumference of that circle. Alright, given a circle with a diameter of 6 inches, calculate the area of the circle. There's our formula for area, A equals pi r squared. Once again, we recognize that the radius is 1/2 the diameter, so we plug in a 3 for the radius. We're going to substitute 3.14 for pi. We do the calculation and we come up with the area equals 28.26 inches. Now suppose you have a circle and you're given the circumference equals 36 inches. We need to calculate the area of the circle in terms of pi. In order to do that, the first thing we have to know is the radius, and we have to know the radius in order to use the formula for area. So you can see the calculations here. We substitute 3.14 for pi. We found our radius. We plug in the radius of 5.73. We square it, and we write it in the proper form. 32.83 pi is the area of the circle in terms of pi. Given a circle with an area of 40 inches, calculate the circumference of the circle. So we're going to take the formula for area, we're going to plug in the 40 inches, and what are we trying to do? We're trying to find the radius because we need the radius in order to use the formula for circumference. We find the radius to be the square root of 12.74, which is 3.57. Now we're going to plug in 3.57 for the radius into our circumference formula. We're going to do the multiplication. We're going to substitute 3.14 for pi. We multiply together and we get 22.42 inches is our circumference. Okay, that ends this little video on area and circumference of a circle. Enjoy the activity.